What is up, YouTube? James Baek here, and welcome back to another episode of VGC 2018 Baek Battles. Today, we'll be using a brand new team for the series, and this team, yeah, it's kind of interesting. I think I have used it in VGC 2015, if I remember correctly, or something kind of similar to it. But basically, we are trying out Mega Blaziken in today's episode, and Mega Blaziken's a Pokemon that I really liked in my Doubles Battle Spot of Sun and Moon, and I think I've used it in previous formats, 2015 being the most notable one. And it's been a very fun Pokemon overall. And yeah, it's just a very fun Pokemon, and I definitely did enjoy it. So I'm hoping I can enjoy it in this format as well. We'll see, like a Mega Blaziken can put in some work. But accompanying it, we got Bisharp, which is another Pokemon I really want to use for the series. I feel like Bisharp's a bit of an underrated Pokemon. But of course, like the nerf to Sucker Punch really kind of hurts, especially since like Life Orb Sucker Punch at +1 on Landis used to be like a really good roll in your favor. Now I don't even think it's a roll, or maybe it's like a roll really low and more in favor of the Landorus. We have the Gastrodon, which is, like it wasn't really good in 2017 much just because of the fact it didn't get Earth Power, but with Move Tutors now we do have the ability to have Earth Power Gastrodon, so gonna be trying out Earth Power Gastrodon. I feel like it is underrated in this format. I feel like Gastrodon does have some potential, especially with like all the rain teams running around. We got Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, and Landisfarine. Let us get started. So, kind of interesting, like, right? Why do I have a Tapu Lele with a Bisharp? I think the original core that I had was Blaziken, Bisharp, Tapu Lele, and Gastrodon, but just because like Lele plus Blaziken seemed like it could just sweep teams overall. As wow, we're gonna really, really, but yeah, I felt like it could sweep overall, but then I realized like the mistake of like having Bisharp plus the Tapu Lele, and I kind of like the Tapu Lele idea, just being able to really sweep things that like maybe Blaziken has some trouble against. So I thought, how can I fix this weakness? So I thought maybe double terrain could help, and I think Tapu Koko does also pair really well with Blaziken because of the fact it's able to hit water types for a lot of damage, and the fact that like it's fast, so it can help with the sweep mode. So Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele is something I've used in the past before on teams, like on Lake PG for instance, which was an archetype in VGC 2017, and I felt like the combination could do some work here. So we're gonna try it, and then Landorus variant because I needed a ground immunity because I really don't have a ground immunity on this team, and like Scarf Landorus can give my team some problems. So we'll see how this works. As yeah, we're pretty high up on the ladder, but we'll see. This is kind of like I've not really tested this team much. I've been pretty busy with like finals and all, so I'm not exactly sure about this team. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. I honestly have never really played this team before, so we'll see if I can just bring back the old roots and instincts of the Mega Blaziken player I was back in 2015. I didn't bring it to any tournaments, but our first opponent, Japanese, with a 1729 rating. With the team of Salazzle, Tapu Fini, Thundurus, Incarnate, Cresselia, Tyranitar, and Mawa. We faced this opponent before, didn't we? Yeah, wasn't this like a stack attack sweep or something? Yeah, I think it was. Oh, yeah. This was the player. I remember. This was a few episodes ago. So we get a rematch. Fini's really annoying to handle. Thundurus looks really well here, just because Thundurus can do so much damage to my opponent's side. I also have Gigavolt Havoc, so I can knock out Fini instantly. So I think I want to go Tapu Koko Blaziken. Bisharp's also alright. I actually like Tapu Koko Bisharp a lot because of the fact that Tapu Koko outspeeds most of my opponent's Pokemon. If you want to leave like Salazzle Fini, for instance, I think I have Tapu Lele in the back. And Blaziken. Yes, I feel like these are solid. I don't know, Gastrodon can also do a lot of work. I have Sludge. Wait, do I have Sludge Bomb? No, I have Earth Power and Ice Beam. Okay, that doesn't really help as much. I mean, it works against them all, which is really nice. And the Salazzle doesn't really work against the Calm Mind Fini, which we saw in the previous game. Doesn't really help overall. Yeah, I'd rather go with these four. I think I want to go offensive in this game. Straight up offense. Like, this team really does, like, really like to just try to pick up fast knockouts as quick as possible. So, let's see if we are able to do it for this episode. We got... Yeah, I'm excited to use Bisharp again. I really love Bisharp. Like, strong knockoff is just so good. I am a Focus Sash Bisharp, unfortunately, which means I won't be able to knock out maybe like Mawile or Cresselia at +1, which is a bit unfortunate, but should be able to do a lot of work. nonetheless. So let's see what my opponent is going to lead here. I think it would be... I think it might be Salazzle plus Feeny. We'll see here. As my opponent is going to lead the Salazzle Thundurus. I don't know what's coming out. I don't know what's coming out. Not gonna lie, this is confusing for me. It was Sash Salazzle, so I don't have to worry about it as much. I think I'm just gonna Volt Switch these... What if it's Scarfundus? I don't think it's Scarfundus. Like, you would run Fairy in that case, right? I'm gonna Volt Switch the Salazzle, and I'm gonna switch out Bisharp in the Tapu Lele. This covers a Fighting Attack in the Bisharp. This covers Fake Out. I think it's just overall a solid move. And it also covers like a random Thunder Wave or Taunt or whatever. Well, then again, like, you wouldn't Thunder Wave a Bisharp. It's immune to Prankster attacks, which is really nice. But Tapu Lele can definitely take the attacks better. I Volt Switch this allows it to put it in range of maybe Gleam or Psychic overall. And then, wonder if I can bring out my Blaziken safely. I kind of doubt it. I also could see Sludge Bomb into the Bisharp slot, so we'll see here. Gonna bring out the Psychic Surge with my Tapu Lele. And yeah, it's a Fake Out into the Tapu Koko slot. A Volt Switch is going to come out into the Salazzle. Good damage. I don't think that's Dazzling Gleam range though, unfortunately. And I will bring out my Bisharp. And we'll see what comes out here. I don't think... What do you have? Thunderbolt into Bisharp. Sludge Bomb into... Yeah, okay. So it does have Sludge Bomb. I did call it right. Okay. Nice. So I could Psychic the Thundurus and Sucker Punch the Salazzle if I really want to, and I kind of really want to because Thundurus shouldn't be surviving with Psychic in the terrain. I guess it could be like food for like Feeny, like a Feeny switching, but I have Tapu Koko, so I should be fine against it. I'm just gonna Psychic the Thundurus and go for a Sucker Punch in the Salazzle. Yeah, it does stay in. Oh, shoot. I'm an idiot. I criticized my... Okay, I criticized my play. It's not bad, though. I do knock out the Thundurus, which is really nice. Overheat's going to come out, which is okay, because I do have, like, Focus Sash. But I feel dumb. I basically lost my Sash for nothing. So I could have just knocked off Salazzle, which would have been a safe play. I want to Tapu Lele alive no matter what, but I guess this is alright. I mean, the position's not bad at all. It's just not the most ideal one. Cresselia's going to come out. Ooh, that's alright then. I get to go for knockoff into that Cresselia slot and the Psychic into the Salazzle. Mawaw's gonna come in the future though. But you like Salazzle shouldn't carry Protect if it's Overheat. I guess it's Sludge Bomb, Fake Out, Encore, which we saw. We didn't see Sludge Bomb, I think. Did we? I don't think we did. But basically, what I want is damage on that Cresselia. Yeah, damage on the Cresselia is really important here. And if I can knock out Salazzle, that's 2 Pokemon, so my opponent cannot switch out anymore. This endgame's a bit tricky, though. If it is Moa on the back, it's going to be hard to deal with. As I do get the Psychic off into the Salazzle, which will be able to pick up the knockout, so get rid of Salazzle. I completely forgot about the Psychic Terrain. I'm sorry, I haven't really used this team much, and I forgot that was a mistake I could have done. Knock off into the Cresselia, gets rid of its item, a Go-Out Berry, and Trick Room is going to be set up. So now it's going to come down to what's my opponent's last Pokemon. And could be Mawile, which I do think it is if you're sending to Trick Room. If it's Tyranitar, that's actually a bit tricky. Yeah, it's Mawile. Okay. So Mawile should be 2 KO'd by my Psychic from my Tapu Lele because it's Psychic Terrain. And we get the Defiant Boost, which shouldn't matter because I think Bisharp goes down. I do want to Sucker Punch the Cresselia because... I do want to Sucker Punch the Cresselia. Oh, no, not the Mawile. Sucker Punch the Cresselia this turn, for sure. And I want to Psychic the Maw because I either get a 2 KO on Maw, which is pretty crucial, or I get to get rid of Cresselia and get... Yeah, like, Cresselia attacks, Maw can only pick up 1 knockout. That's huge, right? So, this is what I'm aiming for. Sucker Punch fails, which is fine. Play Rough going to go out into the Tapu Lele, not Iron Head. Interesting. That's fine. Tapu Lele does go down here, and what's coming out? Calm Mind. That is problematic, for sure. I go into Tapu Koko? Yeah. No, I don't go into Tapu Koko. No, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Now I should win the Blaziken first because I do have Psychic Terrain up. That's a mistake. Because you couldn't Sucker Punch my Bisharp. Now you can. Great. So I guess it's fine because I'll still double protect here. I'm still only on a turn of Trick Room. That means my opponent only has 2 more. That way, next turn, like I could double attack, then I could double protect. The last turn of Trick Room, stall it out. Oh man, I feel like I went to playing really well in this game until the Sucker Punch happened. If I knocked off, I might have been in a better spot. Actually, yeah, I think I would have been in a better spot because I could have probably doubled up the Cresselia. So let's see what Cresselia is going to go for. It's going to fire off the Ice Beam. So I could have Sucker Punched the Cresselia that turn, which is fine because I can Sucker Punch the Cresselia. And I will Gigavolt Havoc the Mawile. I don't care if Cresselia goes for like again, I don't care if Cresselia goes for like a Calm Mind again. Because of the fact that Cresselia is already low, I rather here try to get rid of Cresselia and force an endgame where I have Trick Room stalled out. I have Blaziken next to my Bisharp. We're going to see the Sucker Punch into Bisharp. Okay. You should have a move that can knock out Tapu Koko, right? Yeah, just Psychic. That should knock me out. Even at +1? I don't think so. Yeah, okay. I was getting really worried because that did a lot of damage, not going to lie. But we get the Gigavolt Havoc off. That's basically what I wanted. It's like you're forced to target down either Bisharp or I'm able to get the KO on Mawile. So I'm going to be able to get the Gigavolt Havoc off in a Mawile. This should be able to pick a knockout. It's electric terrain boosted. Gigavolt Havoc. I mean, Mawile's special defense is not bad, but it's not that great. So Gigavolt Havoc into the Mawile slot. Should be able to pick up a knockout. Yep. And now it's Blaziken and Cresselia. And I should be able to win just by double protecting and then clicking Flare Blitz for the win here. So Mega Blaziken not able to like... Well, it's going to be able to pick up this KO, I think. But Mega Blaziken, I think Bisharp was definitely the MVP. Well, Tapu Koko did really well against my opponent's team. So did let's see, Bisharp, Tapu Lele, Tapu Koko definitely did some work against my opponent's team. I kind of hope you don't forfeit because we don't even get to see the Mega Blaziken. Unfortunate, but yeah, Bisharp, Tapu Lele, Tapu Koko, I feel like was a very solid like. Just team against my opponent because my opponent's options were very limited against the team. A Bisharp prevented Mawile from leading really, so my opponent really couldn't lead Mawile against my Bisharp because it would just give me the Define boost and then like Bisharp could have wreaked havoc next to one of my Pokemon, outspeeding my opponent's team, especially with the Tapu Koko and the Choice Scarf Lele. So my opponent didn't really have much options there. But luckily, yeah, like I think the one play that I could definitely play better, of course, was that one turn. It was that one turn where I went for Sucker Punch. But actually, now that I'm thinking about it, like keeping Salaz on the field wasn't a bad play because, you know, it prevented Mawile trying to get a free switch in. And if Mawile ever got a free switch in, like, I feel like my opponent would have been able to get a knockout combined with set up Trick Room. Because you would have just been able to Sucker Punch my Bisharp and then Trick Room. Lele would have been able to get a Psychic off, but the Psychic wouldn't really help me in that case. So I feel like overall, like I feel like it was an okay position. Even though it seemed like a bad play, it actually did work out for me. I think it worked out better. Because imagine Mawile next to Cresselia, like it would have been really difficult to get up, like, you know, pick up knockouts the way I wanted to. If Salaza was on the field, I was just able to pick up the knockout and stall out the turn Trick Room easier. But because I was guaranteed both my Pokemon surviving that turn, but yeah, like I guess that was the only one. And then like obviously like I could have knocked off to Cresselia, but one, I didn't know if it was like 3 attacks Trick Room Cresselia, which, you know, it's definitely fitting they run Psychic Ice Beam and then Hidden Power, but basically it's the best play because if Cresselia, like you couldn't pick up a double knockout unless the Cresselia ever went for an attack. And if Cresselia ever went for an attack, I basically forced a situation where Mawile can only single target moves unless it carries Rock Slide, but like Rock Slide's not picking up a KO on Tapu Koko or my Blaziken. So basically that's what I wanted for. And 1860 on the ladder, that's actually insane. I wonder if that's good enough for number 1. We'll find out, but let's see. I just want one more battle, hopefully a win, because I would really love to show off this team. But otherwise, I think we're going to cut it to the second battle. So we'll be right back with the second game of today's episode. Alright, that actually didn't take as long as I thought. Xerneas VGC 1655 rating. will bring the team. Oh no, it's oh no. Actually, this is not bad at all. Why am I complaining? This team's not bad at all for me to face. I actually have a decent matchup. Gengar, Kingdra, Gothitelle, Muck, Politoed, Hitmontop. Okay, that's really interesting. Hmm. My opponent doesn't have Tapu counters, so I'm just gonna leave Tapu Lele Bisharp because my opponent really doesn't have a counter to these. Gaston on the back for sure. The question is, do I want to bring Blaziken, which I don't feel like is a good option? I think Coco's better for Volt Switch. Either Coco or Landorus, because Landorus can help. Landorus could definitely help with Intimidate and all. I like Tapu Koko more because it can outspeed, but getting rid of my own electric terrain could be annoying, but like, Landorus is weak to Ice Beam potentially. Yeah, I'd rather go with these Pokemon. We'll see what my opponent decides to go here. I also wonder like what kind of moveset the Kingdra combined with, because if Palito Kingdra leads, that's going to be problematic for me. If my opponent does out for like the Parasong mode, like it's really simple for me to handle, I feel like. Unless you have like Ally Switch. Ally Switch makes this matchup like a 50-50, which is really frustrating to handle. Let's see. It's going to be what? The Gengar Muck here. Okay. Oh, you have probably Imprison, don't you? So Psychic Terrain is going to be brought out. Honestly, I don't see a reason not to just go for Psychic into Gengar and an Iron Head, to be honest, because I get Chip on Muck to where Gigavolt Havoc can pick up the knockout onto Muck, and if Gengar doesn't protect, and I'm pretty sure you're forced to protect here. If you go for Sludge Bomb, that's fine, because Scarflele will outspeed you and pick up the knockout, so don't be Ally Switch, Muck. I don't think you get it, but good. Gengar's going to protect. Iron Head has the chance to flinch, and you either have to Imprison here, or you go for like something else. Psychic into that slot, Iron Head into the Muck. I didn't want a chance if he got Parasong up, potentially. Oh, what? Why is it minimized on this? Okay, I want to knock off that Muck, and I want to Psychic the Gengar. I don't think he's Ally Switch, but still, could be annoying if he is. So I'm just going to knock off the Muck and Psychic the Gengar, as Gengar's going to withdraw, okay. Into Gothitelle. So I could have doubled up that slot, but like Gothitelle's not threatening my Bisharp anyway. Psychic gonna go out into the Gothitelle just for some chip. Wonder if you are Ally Switch Gothitelle knockoff. I miss. Poison Jab's gonna come out on the top of the Lele. I mean, I have Gigavolt Havoc, which is something. Oh, do I live? Oh, I do live. That's actually kind of funny. I will just knock off the Muck slot and I'll just Psychic the Gothitelle because I either get rid of the Gothitelle or I get rid of Muck's item, which is really crucial here. So we'll see what comes out. That's actually kind of funny. And my opponent still doesn't know if I'm Scarf yet on my Tapu Lele, but this Parasong, this Muck is going to be so annoying to deal with. Gothitelle's going to protect, which is fine. Please hit the knockoff into Muck. I don't want to get into full help, so like my Tapu Koko struggles against it. Nice. Get rid of that item. You do not need any of that sludge toxic material there. Knock off into Bisharp. Okay. Interesting. Looks like knockoff is the only move it can touch me with, and that's a 3-hit knockout. Okay. I'm just going to double up the Gothitelle slot with knockoff plus Psychic. I think you assume I'm Scarf at this rate. And yeah, you do have Ally Switch. Okay. So, yeah, that makes 50-50s all around, I guess. But do I land a knockoff? No. Knockoff into my Tapu Lele. Okay, that's fine. I get my Tapu Koko in. I get to go for Gigavolt Havoc. Or I could go out into Gastrodon. Yet I think Tapu Koko is a better call. Although I'm kind of worried about how much I take from Shadow Ball in the future. So Tapu Koko comes out. Now it's like mind games, right? With the abilities. At least I don't have to worry about Kingdra Rain, but still. I think I just protect Koko here and I knock off the Gothitelle. Figure out like what kind of item it has. I also really want to find out like what kind of Muck that is. Does it carry protect or not? So gonna protect with my Tapu Koko. As Gothitelle does protect here, and I really want to call the Ally Switch the following turn. Knock off in the Gothitelle and Poison Jab, or knock off? Poison Jab, okay. So I'm guessing you don't have Protective Muck, so Gigavolt Havoc. Yeah, I'm gonna Gigavolt Havoc the Gothitelle slot. I think I have to make an aggressive read here, and I'm gonna Iron Head the Gothitelle slot. Because I either knock out the Gothitelle and maybe I can knock out the Muck. I call the Ally Switch wrong. It's kind of the annoying thing about Ally Switch is late 50-50s. I thought you would go for the Ally Switch because of the Z move potential that I have. So, Gigavolt Havoc. It's not going to pick up the knockout. This could be problematic of the end game. Let's see, Gigavolt Havoc into the Gothitelle. Should pick up the knockout at that range. Yep. And if I land Iron Head, I might be able to knock out the Muck. We'll see. Oh, it has Shadow Attack now, which I forgot is a thing. Iron Head. It's only +2. Are you kidding me? I guess it's not the worst case, but Tapu Koko should survive. No poison, which is like, thank you. But that's frustrating. That's so frustrating that I've missed 3 attacks on a neutral Muck. Politoad's gonna come out. I do want to Thunderbolt to Politoad just because if it doesn't protect, what can I do? I want to Volt. Okay, I want to double up the Muck. I gotta hope I double connect. Because it's either Scald or a Parasong coming out, or Protect, yeah. So, please hit the Muck. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Okay, double. Okay. I don't get why you would double there, to be honest. If anything, I would never double there. Because now I can Volt Switch knock off the Politoad. Which I definitely am going to go for. So I'm going to Volt Switch the Politoad and knock off the Politoad slot as well. Guarantees me a knockout unless you're Citrus Berry for some reason. Although I think you would be 50% Berry. Volt Switch into Politoad. I don't think it should put you at 50% Berry range. No, it doesn't. Nice. Go out in my Gastrodon. Because Gastrodon is going to be able to eat up any hits. The problem is this Muck. Shouldn't have Recovery though. We have Poison Jab, Knock Off, Minimize, Protect. Yeah, we should be fine. Knock off into the Politoad slot. Does get rid of it. And now my opponent can't Parasong for the end game unless you KO my Bisharp. Knock off going to go out into the Bisharp. Oh, into the Gastrodon slot. Gets rid of my Berry, but like, I don't need my Berry to be honest at this point in the game. So, Gengar's going to come out. I think my endgame's pretty much set. Still don't know like how much this Gengar does. I think I want to just recover turn 1. I'm going to recover. I think I'm going to recover Protect. I want to scout out what this Gengar does. Shadow Ball plus Knockoff shouldn't knock out Gastrodon. And yeah, you're going to Protect here, which is fine. Which is fine. So I protect my Bisharp. We'll find out what you're going to do with your Gengar. Yeah, you're going to minimize. Okay. Like, Gastrodon beats the minimize Muck, assuming that I at least connect 2 of my moves. All I have to do is connect 2 of my moves, and you can't beat me 1v1 with recover, right? So all I have to do is double up the Gengar, I think. I think I want to Sucker Punch, but he could have Substitute. I feel like he would have Disable, though, on this team. I'm going to Earth Power plus Sucker Punch, though, just in case. Yeah, I'm going to Sucker Punch. I don't want Shadow Ball coming out. Or like a random... You shouldn't have Focus Blast on this team. And yeah, you do attack with Gengar. I feel like you have to. Doesn't pick up the Knockout, which I'm actually surprised about. But Shadow Ball does come out as anticipation. Knock out my Bisharp. Oh, not even close. Poison Jab going to come out, trying to get the Poison. And basically now it's my opponent with the annoyance. It's the annoyance. But thank you for Earth Power, man. Like, I love Earth Power Gastrodon. I'm glad it's back. I don't get why it doesn't naturally learn Earth Power. But thank you for having Earth Power back, Gastrodon. I missed you, buddy. I missed you, buddy. I missed you. Is this a male or female? I missed you, my friend, my guy. So, yeah, we just Iron Head. Like, I don't think you can beat Gastrodon 1v1. Like, you would need a Poison to get severely lucky. My opponent's going to protect the PP stall, which is fine. I have Earth Powers and Ice Beams. And, like, Muck has no recovery since I knocked off it earlier. It's +4 Muck. I wonder if you're going to go for the Poison first or if you're going to go for, like, the Minimize first. I think you would try to Minimize here just to increase your odds of winning. Iron Head, miss. Yep. I just need to hit 1 Earth Power. I think 1 Earth Power knocks it out. If it doesn't, I need 2, which is alright. Earth Power. Ooh, I do connect with the Muck. Does this pick up the knockout? It doesn't, but like 1 attack. That's all I need. That's all I need. All I need is 1 attack, and I doubt that this Muck can beat me. Protect. And yeah, like I still live a knockoff with Bisharp, so Bisharp's going to get at least 2 hits off. And Gastrodon's going to be able to sit here and click. I have 32 moves. Yeah, so as long as I hit like 1 out of 28 now, I think I should be able to win the game. Actually, is it 28 or 30? How many Earth powers did I do? No, it should be 28. Yes, it is 28. So please just hit 1, or are you going to forfeit? Iron Head, Poison Jab, so not going to go for knockoff, which is fine because I can keep recovering, which is okay here. I don't even know if you can PP stall me, to be honest. Earth Power, Void, whatever. Earth Power, like, my opponent's just making me sit here for a very long game. That's all you're doing, and you're going to PP stall with Protect, that's fine. That's fine. I just hope he doesn't get the poison early. Like, my opponent's definitely going for the poison early, which I do agree with, because you're going to have to force me to use Recover earlier, which allows you a better chance at PP stalling. Earth Power, Iron Head. I feel like you would target the Gastrodon with Poison Jab again, so I'm actually going to protect my own. You know what? We playing this game. Let's go. We're playing this game. Poison Jab in that slot. I dare you. I dare you. And I connect with Iron Head, so Bisharp gonna be an MVP. But Blaziken not doing work in this episode. I would have loved for Blaziken to do work in this episode. Actually, wait, it's pretty short of an episode. But if I do it longer, it's gonna be like 40 minutes. So, Mega Blaziken not gonna be able to do work in this episode. But Bisharp, it looks like it's gonna be the key member that did so much work in today's episode. But if you did enjoy today's episode, please leave a like down below. We might not have shown off Mega Blaziken today, but we will be showcasing it in future episodes, or at least I hope so. But you know, Mega Blaziken should be able to at least come out, especially if we find like maybe Stack Attack teams or something. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in today's episode. If you did, leave a like down below on the video, show your support. You check out my social medias down below and previous episodes of VGC 2018 Back Battles if you missed them, and you can check out my social medias as well as the placement of the team down below if you want to go try it out. But otherwise, I think that is it for today's episode. Have a great day, people. Catch you around in another video.